Speaker Johnson, I believe, has now just started his speech. Let's listen in.
And despite our challenges that we face day in and day out and the tough fights that lawmaking inevitably brings, I still believe that we can again be a shining city on a hill. I believe that we can champion again what I call the 7 core principles of American conservatism, but really they're the 7 core principles of America. They are our foundations. I believe it boils down to individual freedom and limited government and the rule of law, peace through strength, fiscal responsibility, free markets, human dignity. These are the things that made us the most successful, most extraordinary nation in the history of the world. We're also the most benevolent, but it can't be maintained if we sacrifice those foundations. Today, however, I need to address the burning issue. The unprecedented challenge that we find ourselves in demands that we all address the issue of the day. And it is no surprise to anyone in this chamber that that issue is America's border security. And as I said here on the night that I took my oath, we have a catastrophe at our southern border. It is because the border has been deliberately opened wide that we see the terrific horrors that are taking place across our country right now. Here's a short list. From Texas to New York, waves of illegal immigrants are now overwhelming our communities. Just since the time I was elected Speaker, less than 100 days ago, more than 700,000 illegals have been welcomed into our country illegally by the Biden administration. American school children have been forced into virtual schools. Why? So migrants can sleep in their school buildings. Korean War veterans of the U.S. have been booted from nursing homes that were sold to house migrants. Our streets are being flooded with fentanyl. Hundreds of thousands of children and adults are being poisoned and losing their lives. Vulnerable children and women are being exploited and trafficked by cartels, and that's happening even within our borders. The fallout goes on and on and on. And I am here this morning to beg of my colleagues to help us force the administration to take action. We have to stop this now and put Americans and Americans' border security first. In January, I took the largest ever congressional delegation down to the southern border. We had 64 members, 64 House Republicans, representing more than half the states in this country. Why? Because now every state is a border state. And during our trip, we met with senior Border Patrol officials and officers and local sheriffs and ranchers and landowners and community leaders who are dealing with this crisis right there at the line. And we heard about how they're struggling to deal with the overwhelming surge of illegals who are flooding into our nation. And while the Senate and the White House were negotiating a so-called border security deal, one Border Patrol official compared the situation this way. He said, what we're being asked to do right now, this is a 33-year veteran of Border Patrol, a high-ranking official in the agency. He said, what we're being asked to do right now is administer an open fire hydrant. He said, please convey to our friends in Washington, we don't need more buckets. We need to turn off the flow. And his metaphor explains the situation perfectly. Since President Biden and Alejandro Mayorkas assumed office, there have been more than 7 million encounters with illegal aliens just at our southern border alone. 35 of our 50 states, including my home state of Louisiana, don't have a population that large. Yet that's how many people have been apprehended in just the past 3 years. Among those who've been apprehended on the southern border, but between ports of entry, more than 300 individuals who are on our terror watch list. Terrorist watch list. The frightening question is, if so many terrorists were caught attempting to cross our borders, how many have entered undetected? We suspect it is a much higher number. And we know that there are at least 1.8 million gotaways that we know have escaped CBP. Who knows what dangerous plans those gotaways are making and what foreign adversaries they may be speaking with. Understand the situation at our border presents a clear and present danger to our national security, and it demands that it be addressed. Even officials within the executive branch are saying so. FBI Director Christopher Wray told the Homeland Security Committee just in November that these gotaways are a great concern for the agency and that all 56 of our joint terrorism task forces are trying to identify who these people are.